We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with the Carolina Panthers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from FedEx Field.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Joe Mixon, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now Aldridge to throw on 2nd down.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Off play action. Aldridge. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
An extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Switch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Let's go. Let's bring it. No.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Four down. He's Panther 60.
Back to throw. Aldridge. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Nagar's kick is good.
And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And that'll set them back 5. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Alert! Alert flare! Alert flare! 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 Watch safety creep! Watch safety.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Showing A! Showing A!
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Washington, nothing.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Even. 4 down. Switch it.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They go play action with Jackson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken on the 25. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Aldridge now throwing on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. Touchdown, Washington. O.J. Howard, touchdown number 18 on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, You have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 46. Now, that last pass CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 18. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
In your face. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Off the play fake. Aldridge. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
A toss left. Mixon. He can't get him down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Here's Aldridge. Off play action. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Watch out.
It's Mixon on the counter. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Washington 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Aldridge on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Aldridge to throw. Off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Aldridge. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Play to win. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Carolina. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Nagar is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Aldridge. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Now Aldridge looking to throw on 2nd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Aldridge. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Washington.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 68 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And oh, he coughed it up.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down at 7.
I'm coming! Check 43! 18 Cardinal!
Operating from the gun. Aldridge being chased out left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Check 37! kill. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Mixon with a first down carry. Fights through him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Aldridge. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Single, 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 single.
Looking to throw. Aldridge. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. Jonathan Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Jackson now. And that will will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
At their own 49-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. 98 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw. Aldridge. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Aldridge now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jeremy Chin drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them and get all over.
Out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Aldridge flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for Washington. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montez Sweat in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got...
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
He's back to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You ain't going nowhere. Mike's 50.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Washington, they improve their mark to 12-4 with 1 game to go.